Top 25 Capsules, Hartford, Connecticut, app. Napheesa Collier scored 25 points and Kearse added 23 as UConn beat Cincinnati 106-65 on Sunday, giving the top-ranked Huskies their 150th straight win over an unranked opponent. Azura Stevens had 20 points and Katie Lou Samuelson chipped in with 18 for UConn, 22-0, 10-0 American, which has won all 80 of its regular season conference games since the formation of the American. Gabby Williams contributed her fifth double-double of the season, scoring 13 points and grabbing 10 rebounds. Her 7 assists give her 400 for her career. Antoinette Miller scored 20 points and Shanice Johnson had 17 to lead Cincinnati, 13-10, 5-5 American. Number 4 Louisville 84, Syracuse 77 Syracuse, NY app, Asia Durr scored 27 points. Myisha Hines-Allen added 19 points and 11 rebounds, and Louisville beat Syracuse. It was the 13th straight road win for the Cardinals, 24-1, 10-1 Atlantic Coast Conference, whose last road loss was an 85-66 setback at Notre Dame a year ago. They have won 4 straight since suffering their only loss, a 1-point setback to number 10 Florida State. Syracuse, 17-7, 5-6. Lost for the second straight time at home after reeling off 11 in a row. Digna Stratmain led the Orange with 22 points, her third straight 20-point game, and Tiana Mangakea had 20 points and 10 assists with 10 turnovers. Number 5 Notre Dame 72, number 19 Duke 54 Durham, ONC app, Marina Mabrey scored 18 points, and Notre Dame pulled away to beat Duke. Jackie Young added 17 points and Eriko Gunbaal finished with 12 to help the Fighting Irish, 22-2, 10-1 Atlantic Coast Conference, win their 7th straight. They shot nearly 54% in the second half, scored 22 points off Duke's 17 turnovers and used a 10-0 run in the fourth quarter to wrap up their 14th straight victory in the series. ACC scoring leader Lexi Brown finished with 16 points. Rebecca Greenwell had 12 and Leona Odom added 11 for Duke, 18-6, 7-4. Number 24 Stanford 78, number 6 Oregon 65 Eugene, or. App, Brittany McPhee scored 31 of her career-high 33 points in the second half to lead Stanford to an upset of Oregon. McPhee had the last 19 points for the Cardinal, 16-8, 10-2 Pac-12. Who now share the conference lead with the Ducks, 21-4, 10-2. Alana Smith and Kiana Williams each had 14 points. Stanford, the last visitor to win in Eugene, snapped Oregon's 14-game home winning streak. Sabrina Ionescu led the Ducks with 22 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists. Ruthie Hebard added 16 points and Satu Sibley had 14. Number 10 Florida State 66. Pittsburgh 59 Pittsburgh, app, AJ Alex scored 25 points to lead Florida State to a win over Pittsburgh. After a back-and-forth game that featured 14 lead changes, the Seminoles, 19-4, 7-3 ACC, pulled ahead with an 8-0 run over 207 late in the fourth quarter to end Pitt's upset bid. It was Alex that started the run with a three-pointer to give Florida State a 53-49 lead with 4:27 to play. Alex, who is second in the Atlantic Coast Conference in assists per game, instead did most of the scoring herself, finishing 8 for 13 from the floor and 7 for 9 from three-point range. Elena Gribble scored 13 points to lead the Panthers, 10-14, 2-9. Number 11 Maryland 64. Nebraska 57 Lincoln, Nebraska, app, Kayla Charles scored 25 points with a career-high 16 rebounds and 3 blocked shots and Maryland turned back Nebraska. Brianna Fraser had 12 of her 14 in the second half for the Terrapins, 23-9-1 Big Ten. Elena Kristinaki added 11 points and Kristen Confroy grabbed 10 rebounds to help the Terps to a 49-29 rebounding advantage. Charles was 11 of 16 shooting, her teammates 12 of 42. Taylor Kissinger had 18 points for Nebraska, 17-7, 8-3. Number 12 Tennessee 74, Vanderbilt 64 Nashville, Tennessee, App. High Maynard and Mercedes Russell combined for 50 points and 25 rebounds, and Tennessee pulled away in the fourth quarter to defeat Vanderbilt. Nerd scored 16 of her career best, matching 30 points in the fourth quarter, made 15 of 17 free throws and grabbed 14 rebounds for her 9th double-double of the season. Russell scored 20 points on 10 of 16 shooting with 11 rebounds for her 11th double-double of the season and 41st of her career. Anastasia Hayes added 10 points for the Lady Vols, 19-4, 7-3 Southeastern Conference, who made 10 of 12 free throws in the last 67 seconds. Chelsea Hall led the Commodores, 6-18, 2-8, who have lost 8 of 10, with 19 points. Rutgers 63, number 13 Michigan 56 Piscataway, NJ App, reserve Chani Cryer matched her season high with 16 points. 9 in a late 12-0 run, and Rutgers number 13 Michigan to end a 4-game losing streak. The Wolverines had erased an 8-point deficit with 7 quick points. One Cryer banked in a 3-pointer to make it 51-47 with 6:15 to play. Tyler Scaife followed with a jumper that just beat the shot clock, and Michigan never recovered, missing 5 straight shots with 4 turnovers during the run. Stasha Carey added 12 points for the Scarlet Knights. 18-7, 6-5 Big Ten. Caitlin Flaherty had 19 points in her return to her home state to lead the Wolverines, 19-6, 8-4, and Haley Brown scored 15. Number 14 Texas A&M 78, Auburn 59 College Station, Texas, App. Danny Williams scored 20 to reach 1,000 career points, and the nation's top-scoring freshman, Chennedy Carter, added 23 for number 14 Texas A&M. The Aggies, 18-6, 7-3 Southeastern Conference, beat Auburn for the 11th straight time. Williams became the 30th A&M player to reach the mark. Courtney Walker, 2012-16, leads the list with 1,989 points. Jania Mackay paced Auburn, 11-11, 2-8, with 16 points. Number 16 Oregon State 68, number 25 California Corvallis, or App. Katie McWilliams scored 14 of her season-high 19 in the first quarter, and number 16 Oregon State rolled past number 25 California. Marie Gulick had 20 points and 10 rebounds for the Beavers, 17-6, 8-4 Pac-12 Conference, who have won 7 straight in the series after a 15-game losing streak. Christine Enig had 13 points for the Golden Bears, 15-8, 6-6, who lost their 3rd straight, all against ranked teams, to fall to 0-8 against the top 25 this year. Number 17 Georgia 69, Mississippi 45 Athens, Georgia, App. Kalia Robinson scored 18 points. Mackenzie Ingram had 17 points and 7 rebounds, and Georgia beat Mississippi. Robinson recorded her 194th career block to move to 5th on Georgia's all-time list with Christy Thomas, 2004. Georgia, 23, 8-2 Southeastern Conference, forced 28 turnovers to mark its 4th SEC opponent this season with 20-plus miscues. The Bulldogs scored 25 points off those against Ole Miss. Georgia closed the 3rd quarter on an 11-2 run, with 4 points from Robinson, for a 48-38 lead. Alyssa Aston led Mississippi, 11-12, 1-9, with 18 points.